Lesson number 2, the occult ritual of Wall Street. In the last lesson, you learned that there is an outer and an inner to Wall Street. The outer is the money, and the inner is comprised of an elaborate occult ritual. So, where does this occult ritual come from, and what exactly is it? To understand what I'm getting ready to reveal, you have to know this. Almost all professions have a fraternal order behind them. From police officers, lawyers, some truck drivers, to union workers, they have their own society. And for Wall Street, the fraternal order is Freemasonry. It is beyond the scope of this video presentation to get into the specifics of how President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a 32nd degree Freemason, and Henry Wallace, his advisor and also a 32nd degree Freemason, were the architects of the appearance of the US $1 bill and the fronts for ushering in the new order of the ages. And that the majority, if not all, international banking interests are Masonic or so-called Illuminati controlled, and the hidden hand in creating the Wall Street infrastructure. It is not as important to point out who the key players are as much as it is important to know how Freemasonry is directly influencing your financial life. The important part to keep in mind is that the apparent scope of Freemasonry is to teach morals and lessons by way of symbolism and allegory within a particular thought in the quest to achieve more light or illumination. In those moral teachings, that particular thought is espoused through the biblical story of the construction of Solomon's temple, the place where God was to live amongst the Israelites. So in those teachings, they draw symbolic references to building things, whether it be temples or the temples not made with hands. So what does Freemasonry symbolism have to do with the inner workings of Wall Street? I contend that the economic structure of the US is built on a Masonic ritual, which is a combination of this depiction and the back of the Great Seal on the US dollar, which gives you a composite that looks like this. As you notice, there are many symbols within symbols in this picture, but I will only cover the following. The Pillar of Mercy, or Joachim, and the Pillar of Severity, or Boaz, also known respectively as the Pillars of Beauty and Strength. The Checkered Floor, the Unfinished Pyramid and its capstone. But to fully comprehend the power behind these ritual symbols, I am going to break down the ritual within two different contexts. The Blue Lodge, or the gathering outside on the porch of Solomon's temple, and the Red Lodge, or the gathering inside Solomon's temple. For each lodge, I will show you how Wall Street's occult ritual works its financial sorcery and reveal a remedy to be used to render the occult ritual powerless over you. Let's begin.